Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite pirate crew. Today we're going to be talking about Luffy finding out Garp died. If you'd like to see more about One Piece in our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew. Pirates, before we continue with the video, I ask that you already subscribe to the channel. That way you can join the pirate crew, earn the devil fruit, or master your favorite haki. It would also help this division of the crew if you did leave your thumbs up in today's video, so that we together could become Yonkos. Anyway, let's get to the regularly scheduled video. Monkey D. Garp is Vice Admiral in the Navy. Garp is the father of Monkey D. Dragon and the grandfather of Monkey D. Luffy, and the adopted grandfather of Portuguese D. Ace. He took charge of Kobe and El Meepo's training. After the war, he became a Navy instructor to train new recruits, while still holding the rank of Vice Admiral. Remarkably, Garp was given the rank of Admiral several times during his career, but declined the offer of promotion each time. Garp is one of the main figures, along with Kong, Sengoku, Shiki, Silver's Rayleigh, and Whitebeard, from the days when the King of Pirates was still alive. As a member of the Navy, and one of the most respected, he certainly has the balls to be where he is today. Considering this, it's not a surprise that he was so dedicated to going after those members who were below him, since Blackbeard stood up to the pirates and the Navy without fear. Garp is one of the main characters in One Piece, and he is currently heading towards Blackbeard's island to confront him and save Kobe. But after all, what are the chances of Garp dying in this endeavor? The older generation will always be outnumbered by the younger generation, with characters like Rayleigh, Garp, and Sengoku taking a back seat. Therefore, the chances of Garp dying are very high at the end of the Egghead arc, when he faces one of the strongest antagonists in the series. But after all, what could be the end of this future clash between Garp and Blackbeard? Can he survive? Will he live? Will anyone be able to stop the worst from happening? Let's talk about this in today's video. Chapter 1071 of One Piece finally put the spotlight on one of the series' strongest characters, Monkey D. Garp. The Vice Admiral made an unexpected appearance at the end of the chapter and openly stated his intentions to rescue his subordinate, Kobe, from the hands of Blackbeard's pirates. Garp's declaration caused fans to speculate that he may face Captain Blackbeard at the end of the Egghead arc, resulting in an epic confrontation. However, fans suspect that this may be too big of a risk for him to handle, and may even result in his death. Garp bravely announced his decision to rescue Captain Kobe from Blackbeard's pirate island of Hachinosu. This showed that he was already ready to take on the 4 Sea Emperors alone, without any noteworthy reinforcements. This left fans worried for Garp's life, as he has no chance of defeating Blackbeard at this point in the series. With the story narrative moving closer to a confrontation between Blackbeard and Luffy, there is no way he's going to fall into the hands of the Vice Admiral at the beginning of the Egghead arc. Garp may be a powerhouse, but he's past his prime, and cannot take on a Yonko and his crew alone. However, his advanced haki gives him a chance to counter the powers of Blackbeard's Akuma no Mi, giving the villain a run for his money. The hero of the Marines will certainly not go down without a fair fight, and will have his moment to shine in the upcoming chapters of the One Piece manga. Blackbeard has the powers of 2 Akuma no Mi, making him one of the strongest characters in One Piece. His Akuma no Mi, Gura Gura no Mi, allows him to control earthquakes, and Yami Yami no Mi allows him to control darkness. This makes him strong enough to take down someone like Garp. Garp was able to defend against names like Roger and Whitebeard in his prime, making him one of the strongest haki users in the series. However, this is also afflicted by his age and may not be enough to defend against the dual powers of darkness and earthquakes. Blackbeard can use the dark vortex to consume everything with his Yami Yami no Mi powers, and cause shockwaves to pass through Garp's body with the Gura Gura no Mi powers. The combination of 2 powers has the ability to destroy the entire world, making it extremely difficult for Garp to fight both at the same time. Beard's pirate crew has members such as Shiryu and Aokiji, who can make the fight extremely difficult for Garp, since he won't stand a chance against so many high-level characters. Shiryu, with the powers of his Suki Suki no Mi, can turn invisible and attack his opponents at high speed, making him a difficult opponent. Aokiji's true motives for joining Blackbeard's pirates are unclear, but many fans believe that he'll help Garp in his fight against Blackbeard and change sides. However, it can always be that he's deep undercover, and will have to fight against Garp in order to not arouse suspicion about him. The members like Luffy, Burgess, Van Agar, and Doc Q also pose a considerable threat if they can corner Garp and attack him at once. In any case, One Piece fans are skeptical of Garp's chances of survival and believe that he will meet a heroic and tragic end, similar to that of Whitebeard. The next chapters of One Piece manga will determine Garp's fate, and fans will finally be able to see him in action. Having fought against such names as Roxy Zebek, Goldie Roger, and Whitebeard, it's unlikely that the hero of the Marines will fall easily to the hands of the Blackbeard pirates. However, there is a chance that he will win this fight. The older generation will always be outclassed by the younger generation, with characters like Rayleigh, Garp, and Sengoku taking a back seat when he faces one of the strongest antagonists in the series. Considering that Garp really dies, Luffy will suffer as a result. Garp seems to maintain high standards for his grandson, Luffy, and gets angry at the slightest mistake he makes, even when his own are sometimes no better, i.e. telling Luffy not to fall asleep and proceeding to punch him, still falling asleep himself. This often leads to Luffy receiving the strength of Garp's punches, and because of these experiences, he is afraid of his grandfather. Garp also claims that Luffy was poisoned by Shanks with ideas of becoming a pirate, as Garp wanted Luffy to become a great sailor like him. However, Luffy tells Garp said that as a child he wanted to be a pirate. However, the two get along very well. As Nami indicated at the time of Garp's departure, there seemed to be an incredible ego that runs in Garp's family. Garp left Luffy in Daden's care as a child. That's how he met Ace. Garp seems to find a great source of pride whenever Luffy commits outrageous acts. Garp still found it amusing when he learned that Luffy had infiltrated the large prison, Impel Down, in an attempt to save Ace. However, when he learned that Luffy escaped from Impel Down, taking many infamous prisoners along with him, and went straight to Marineford where the sailors are waging war against Whitebeard and his crew, Garp's immediate expression was that of shock. This implies that he is very concerned for the well-being of his grandson. However, when Luffy was on the verge of saving Ace, Garp jumped into the water and refused to move, due to his duties from the Navy. In the end, however, his love for his grandson proved stronger than his sense of duty, as he allows Luffy to hit him without even trying to avoid the punch. Being Garp's grandson led Luffy to become a prime target for spite from Chinjao in the Colosseum race, who wanted to take revenge on Garp by almost killing him. However, even with so many disagreements between the two, such as the pain of losing Ace and perhaps Sabo, now that we once again know his whereabouts and condition, one can only imagine that Garp's loss is really hard on it. Now we would have one more reason for the Straw-Hatted Yonko to want to face off against him for revenge. Finding out that Kobe has also suffered at the hands of Blackbeard could be another trigger for the Mugiwaras to go after them soon after the conflicts of Egghead are resolved. Although it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, but what about you? Do you think that Garp really could lose to Blackbeard? Or will we have twists and turns waiting for these two characters? We have the meddling of another character before Garp and Blackbeard kill each other. Let us know in the comments your theory about this epic clash. You know, we'd love to hear it. That's it, my Straw Hat Pirate. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions for a future video, don't forget to comment below, as I'll be reading them all, as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your pirate crew.